G'day everyone, the Climate Change Guy here with a preview of my 3 blogs for Wednesday, May the 27th, 2015. Each of them should provoke quite a bit of thought and reflection in their own special way. First one looks at some work done to identify the first location in the world to be fully inundated underwater as a result of climate change. And this is clearly shifting the debate from purely an environmental one to a social and human rights one. Second blog focuses on Goldman Sachs' green bond to invest in renewable energy projects in Japan. And the third one is looking at the real price Australia paid for emission reductions under the first round of the Abbott government's flagship emission reduction fund. And that's one I'd like your help with. I'll explain why shortly. So the first blog identified the Maldives as the first location in the world to be fully underwater as a result of climate change, and Kiribati to follow, and also several locations including Miami in the United States. This is clearly shifting the debate to a human rights issue, and this will bring other issues to the table and hopefully unify people's efforts, given that we are talking about human rights and ultimately our own lives. Second one is a nod, if you like, to Goldman Sachs for their massive amount of investment into a green bond in renewable energy projects in Japan. What that means for Japan, their economy, but also the implications worldwide. And the third one is, as I said, one I'd like your help with. I think it's time that Australians knew the real issue around the emission reduction fund, and that is that 75% of the projects that were funded or that were given contracts were essentially pre-existing projects, so they weren't really new, and that's dramatically changed the per tonne price that Australia effectively paid from $13.95 that was first advertised to nearly $70 a tonne. So if you have a look at that blog, you'll see some more information. Where I'd like your help is, I think that the world needs to know this is what's really going on. So I think that it's time someone like Barack Obama from the US had a chat with Tony Abbott and put some issues on the table. But in order for that to happen, the blog will need to go viral, so I'll need your help to share that with as many people around the world as you can, and we'll hopefully get Barack Obama and Tony Abbott together to have a frank discussion, and for Barack Obama to really let Tony Abbott know what the implications of that are for Australia, but also what that's going to do to the debate leading up to the Paris event. Once again, I'd like to thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing the blogs. Keep it up, and I will respond to any comments I receive. Thanks very much.